Hey, what's going on YouTube? Black Bear Hunter coming at you again, and we're here to talk about Wolverine. Who doesn't like talk about Wolverine? But this is Wolverine from Commonwealth Brewing Company. Name not related to the character, but basically this is a Baltic porter on Spanish Cedar. So I was out having a few beers on, at happy hour and ran across Wolverine. Had it on tap and was like, you know what? They had actually had it in can also, so I was like, I'll take it home and talk about it. A little history given by Commonwealth on this beer is what they say. I think I actually pulled this from their site, but they're saying that, well, just a basic history. It seemed like basic history on a Baltic porter, and it's saying a traditional beer from countries bordering the Baltic Sea, developed ingenuously after higher gravity export brown or imperial stouts from England were established. Historically, top fermented breweries adapted the recipe for bottom fermenting yeast along the rest of their production. So that being said, they were shipping it. They didn't have refrigeration, and yeah, and these ales are a little bit more durable when it comes to storage and transportation. Characteristics of this beer, they basically use a lager yeast. They cold fermented using an ale yeast, as required when brewing in Russia, but it's deep bitter. It's basically deep bitter chocolate or black malt, Munich or Vienna base malt, continental hops, and it may contain crystal malts and or adjuncts, brown or amber malts, common in these recipes normally, right? So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the beer, right? And see exactly what Commonwealth got for us, because I mean, I'm not sure if you guys have dealt with any Commonwealth beers, but they are pretty consistent in what they put out. They have a distinct taste and this distinct flavor. Like their notes are great. Everything about their stouts, they do a really good job. They do stouts, they do IPAs, they have sours, and so yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where you see it and you just have to try it. So here we are. So with that being said, cheers. So let's go ahead and get a pour. Check out the appearance, check out the aromas, check out the flavor profiles, which is kind of what most of us like. But at the end of the day, let's go ahead and see if we can get an aggressive pour and see how it stacks up. But pour it like a it's pretty light looking body. Like it was like kind of reddish, like a mahogany. I mean, as much as I got was like maybe a finger and a half. If you notice, it's like large bubbles. Not a ton of lacing. Not a ton of lacing. But it's kind of dark. Like if you look at it and you can catch it through the light, it's kind of like a really dark brown. Like I said, when it was pouring, it was like a reddish, copper, opaque. And like I said, it looked pretty thin to me. But the head color, kind of tan, persistent with that. Yeah, it was kind of clear, like I said, when I was pouring it, which is aroma-wise. Let's go ahead and check out these aromas and see what we got. I mean, you can smell like the malts and some sweetness. Not much to what I remember from taste. What I remember from taste was like the caramel notes and toffee, a little nutty, a deep toasty delivery, some licorice. It wasn't really super complex. I mean, it was kind of complex. I let it warm up. Um, but the profile was pretty decent aroma-wise. But here, I mean, right out the can, and I mean, it's not really that cold. I let it warm up a bit to about like, I think I got it to about like upper 50s, like maybe about like 60 degrees. It's like 58 to 60. Because, you know, beers will start to change around that. Like, you know, when it's too cold, you really don't get a lot of notes out of it. It kind of numbs your tongue. So at the end of the day, yeah, I was like, let's go ahead and just see what we get out of it while we're warming it up. So here we are. Like I said, it really wasn't that much to the aromas. Didn't really do that well. Like I said, second time around, probably got a little molasses out of it. But let's see. So with that being said, cheers, YouTube. Let me take one for the team. So, whew, flavors. The aroma does not do this beer justice. Rich malts, sweetness, a complex blend of like dried fruits and raspberry and vanilla, maybe some currants, a nice dark chocolate. Really kind of got like a smoky Schwarzbier type flavor. If you had like any Schwarzbiers, I've had a few and they were like, ugh. But I've had a few stout, or now like a couple porters that had that characteristic to it, and it worked for, you know, like a nice porter. But nice roasty flavor, not burnt at all, right? Like it has that smoky, roasty flavor, but definitely not burnt and is not overdone. I mean, it kind of, the way it feels, like it has like the way it tastes is kind of like it kind of reminds me of a dark lager, right? Like, or a black IPA. Because it does have some bitterness at the end, a little hop delivery going on there. Like I said, you got that licorice and the coffee, but I think probably the coffee and the hops are doing the number. And they're kind of like merging and kind of like working together to give like I said, a bitter delivery. Like I said, it's like a medium to low bitterness from the malt and the hops. And like I said, it's like balanced. They're kind of like, it's like a synergy going on, right? And a little spicy, right? Like on the front end, it's a little spicy, and then it just smooths out. So going from there, talking about mouthfeel, it's funny, like I said, it kind of reminds me, it has like a lager delivery, where it's kind of like, it's like low to medium body for me. Maybe more towards medium, but like I said, with that, it's got like a mild carbonation, kind of like a lager, crisp like a lager, like it's like pretty crisp across the tongue when it comes to the delivery of those notes. But yeah, it has a refreshing characteristic and personality. Like they did a real good job with it. Like I said, it's kind of different for Baltic, but at the same time, it totally fits into that, into those traits of a Baltic. It's different, different. So I can definitely describe it as you can say it's an imperial porter because of the like with the heavy roasts and the hops and the malts. And most of those jokers are like, I mean, some places will consider them stouts because of how it's, because of the characteristics and the properties. But like I said, they've been around for a while. They've been bouncing in between stout, porter. But this one is a little different. I think is worth a try. It's definitely worth a try. And so overall for me, it's smoother than an imperial stout. And some people would like it because it has less alcohol to it, which doesn't really bother me at all. I prefer on the heavier side, but it doesn't bother me. It tastes really great for this style. Most porters are not really high, but they can be, they can get up there, and they tend to me taste really well. But to most people, they're like, oh, I want something light. Yeah, okay. But the roasty qualities in this stout, it'll make you go back for more. This is definitely one of those beers that I definitely will buy again. Like I said, the not burnt but characteristics of a Schwarz beer are warranted. Nice fruit delivery. Like I said, you have a mixture of fruits, dark fruits. And yeah, I mean, it's quite frankly, compared to other porters, I probably, if it was on the shelf of other porters, I'd pick this up before a ton of other porters, or not ton of other porters, but I'd pick it up. I definitely would grab it because it's a little different. Like if I wanted a porter, I definitely would grab it if it was on the shelf. There's a couple other I really like, but that one I definitely would grab. So with that being said, I mean, at 9.5% ABV and like I think I want to say it was like 40 IBUs or something like that. It fits right into that style, right? But it's different. Like to say, like you have like Baltica, number 6. You have Devil's Backbone, Danzig, which I just reviewed not too long ago. You got Zywick, I drink all the time, about $2 a bottle. That one is actually really good. But yeah, I totally enjoy this lager. Try it out, get in contact, write up what you think. Let's talk beer, and yeah, talk to you guys next time. I mean, if you take a look, see a couple things in the background, right? Pick one. Tell me what you think, and we can make that video happen. I mean, I have a ton of beer that I need to review. You guys need to talk to me. Say something. Let's talk beer. So at the end of the day, hit me up. Say whatever you want to say. Talk about Wolverine. Talk about, I don't care. It could be anything. No, don't talk about anything. Just talk about beer. So at the end of the day, yeah, your boy is going to go ahead and crush this. Pound this, whatever you want to say at the end of the day. I'm going to enjoy it. You get one, you enjoy it. Let's talk about it. I'm here saying it again. So your boy's out.